Yo, what up? We live, dog. You caught me. We're just getting situated here. Man, this is a big Brazilian. This is a big Brazilian pepper I've got to kill. I just noticed this big ass Brazilian pepper. I got to kill that. You caught me, dog. What up, greed? Keep that greed going, dog. So we had a freeze a couple nights ago. It wasn't really that bad. I just want to show you stuff. This is some stuff that you shouldn't get worried about. The purpose of this video is to show you some normal cold damage. That's nothing to worry about. A lot of new growers, the young buck out there, they come out there, they scared, they see the leaves is messed up and they want to get to crying and get their money back and all that. You know what I'm talking about. So we got to get you out to get a little pimp and take a look at this right here. So these are the red jabuticabas. And I just let it, usually I cover them with water to let them ice over, and that'll stop them from crisping up like that. But right here, I let them crisp up. Look at that. Look how crisp they look. That's crisped up. Crispy. I let them get a little fried. Yo. I let them get a little fried. Look at that. I'm just showing you some cooking. But you see, the wood is not dead, and they go deciduous anyway. So I figured it's like gonna clean them off, you know? But it's a purge, if you will. I did it just, I think it helps some fruit sometimes, but this is just a perfect cooking. It's like marshmallows. You gotta let them get toasted. But I let these get a little toasty. So these are your red jabuticabas. And I just wanna show you some leaf burn. But this is good stuff, man. All your branches are still alive and fine. So I let that happen, man. I let that happen. I brought that upon myself. I could have tried to stop it, but I did not. I just let it go down. Look at that one. Yeah. No, these aren't gonna be hurt at all. Rest in peace to the bugs, but the trees are just fine. I'm just showing you this is normal. They lose the leaves and go deciduous. So this is good. I was just getting these conditioned for when it really does get, if it really does get real cold, it's okay, man. You just let them go deciduous. All the flowers still hold on. Just wanted to show you some of that damage that comes after a freeze. Nothing to worry about. Some of the Pitanga tubas look pretty good still. You see the leaves are yellow, but they held on. I still see some green in there. So the wood is still alive on those tubas. What's up, Tyler? Strigipes can take the cold. This one got a little damaged, but it's fine. It'll lose its leaves and come back, I assume. And then you see, look over here, look at Sabra. Sabra's on the coldest position too. Look, the leaves on the Sabra really didn't get hammered that bad. So you see the Sabra's got that cold tolerance right there, you know what I mean? Anyway. But they look good to me. To you, they might not look good, but to me, they look good. We needed that cold to come through. We really did. This is the Caipirinha, which it seems like the cold definitely did come through and want to knock the leaves back a little bit, which this probably needed some cold too. It looks fine to me. The cherries didn't like it. The flowers probably didn't like it, but they're still there. Any new growth seems to get hammered, and then you see that the leaves are really starting to get a little damage. But they're deciduous, just like the jabuticabas. They lose their leaves. You're going to have to start to remember they lose their leaves. Uh-oh, these are these. Do you think these are the pigeon peas? They're still alive, but I don't know how the fruit's going to turn out. The flowers they look all right. Who knows? Maybe they'll die, because I see a lot of dieback. We'll see. This is on the edge. Pigeon peas, man, on the edge. And then Cherry the Rio Grande, not a nip, perfect. Cherry the Rio Grande does just fine. Likes the cold, needs the cold. Show you a couple more trees. Wiggle, wiggle. This one got hit by the cold. My special little double flower Suriname cherry with the big flowers, but look at the new growth, got cooked. And then you see the damage on the leaf where the flowers are still holding on. Some of them I see there's some new growth that didn't get cooked. I see some flowers that held on, but they look like they wanted to fall off. Okay, there's some new growth and some new flowers that didn't get cooked. There's some new growth and new flowers that didn't get cooked. It was just wherever the most exposed branches seem to get messed up. But these are strong. It's always fun to see what gets messed up or what doesn't. This tree did just fine. The Puerto Rican Eugenia type of deal, the Monos plum, the monkey plum, that takes the cold, brother. 29 degrees, no thing, dude. That'll take less than 25 all day long. I still got green leaves on here with no problem, and I know the branches are good. That's a strong tree there. Imbe, no big deal. I do see some damage though. I see that delayed damage back there where it is going to shed these leaves back there. You see that? You see them getting withered up, turning colors just a little bit here and there. I see some black there. Yeah. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. You see the color change on it like that. That's where the leaf has got damage. It's going to fall off, man. And then a big winner out here is this Strigipes. Handled it real nice. A little bit of the new growth got nipped. But I see it looks like the flowers are still holding on. There's not a lot of... There's your damage on Strigipes after a nice 29. Just kind of like you see where the leaves look a little burned. But it doesn't look all that horrible. This one is out in a very exposed location. Like no protection at all, 29 degrees. And it just looks like a little leaf burn. And it's not even horrible, just on the exposed branches. Half of the tree looks fine. See over here, look, there's still flowers and things like that. Now, Guaquiea, this time the Guaquiea looks like it did better than the Strigipes, where it doesn't have any red. So last time I had a freeze, the new growth died on the Guaquiea, but that was from the last time it freezed at 30 degrees. But now this time, it doesn't seem like the leaves turn as red as the Strigipes, but it's also in a more protected location. These look real good for being just after 29 degrees, no protection. Look how green they look. So we'll see if they have some kind of delayed damage, but they look good to me. And they still have fruit set that stayed on. Little fruit set. We'll see if that falls off. Gonna fall off? Not yet. I covered the Luke's Garcinia because it was pushing out new growth. It probably really didn't like that freeze, but it's still fine. I covered that up. Pitanga tuba out here. This one looks real good because it's in a protected location. So that's about the worst of damage it got. You need your little nails trimmed, baby. I've been cutting his nails. I cut him a little bit. You see where I tried to saw it? I like you a lot though. This guy's a really nice bird. He's just a friendly critter. You know what I really think's interesting though? If we walk over here to this these are Eugenia calycina. No damage at all. They take a lot of cold. Eugenia calycina, no damage. Eugenia calycina. These are a bunch of Pitanga tubas all planted together, and they look pretty good. This is the Barbados cherry. Oh, I see some delayed damage on that now the next day. It's been about 2 days since, and I see the delayed damage where it wants to turn brown, and these leaves will probably start falling off sooner than later, but the tree looks pretty good. I've seen them die when it gets in the 25 range. But this tree's in a protected location next to this patch of trees and that. Oh, and this one's gonna lose its leaves, I bet, finally. This Parkia biglobosa, the leaves have all kind of turned yellow. It looks like it's gonna finally shed all its leaves for sure. And then this Dovialis looks pretty good. It looks like it's still holding on to some fruit actually, which is very surprising. So that handled through 29 degrees, just so you know. I'm just trying to get you an idea. But I think those are gonna hang on. There's really not a whole lot of delayed damage or wilt or even color change on this. So I think 25 degrees is, or closer to where you'll get a lot of damage on these. But I'm kind of excited to get some fruit on this Dovialis hybrid. The fruit will probably be small and bland or whatever because it went through a freeze, but I'm just want to get something out of it. I've gotten only a few fruit here and there, and this is the first real big bloom. You might catch a fruit ripe out of nowhere. Yeah, dude, they're good. They're bitter and they're sour, but it's good. You gotta trust me. It's bitter, it's sour, but it's good. So hopefully that comes around. Cattleya guavas still have fruit, no damage. A lot of fruit on the Cattleya guavas. What happens is the skin gets real thick, but it still tastes good. Let's see, is this ready to eat? Not quite. I get desperate and I'm hungry and I eat them early. This one's ready. Cattleya guava, yellow. Good size on it. Went through some freezes. You just squeeze it apart like this. No worms where I live, baby. Let's taste it. It's delicious. I really like them. When you ain't got nothing else to eat, I'll be trying to eat them early. Hungry. That was a good one. I could use another. Oh, the Artocarpus lacucha. That took a hit. It'll live, but I want to show you this tree's toasted. It had flowers coming and everything, fruit setting. When it got toasted, it's going to go deciduous. See it there? Artocarpus lacucha. And it had flowers all on it and everything. It's not dead, it's just going to lose the leaves. I'll try to show you where the flowers were. Yeah, the wood still feels good. Look at. It's fine though. There's that rooster with the eye infection. Still closed. Darn, I gotta help him. This is the Quaimuck. You see it's exposed to the cold. Just a little bit of leaf dieback. Whatever, leaf death. Yeah, Cattleya guava. Maybe we should start to get them early and pickle them. I want to make me some pickled Cattleyas. You take them while they're green. You pickle them. They get these like scabs on it when it gets cold, that scabbed appearance. But they sure don't have any worms. That I know. I feel bad for that rooster over there. I want to get him a treat. Come on, buddy. He's hungry, I think. Anybody know what you give a chicken for like an eye infection? He's got one good eye. Come here, buddy. I got you. He keeps on the grove. He stays out in the grove. Well, we'll show you this black sapote. I have a grafted black sapote that kind of took a hit. Let's see how that looks, and then we'll wind it down. Let's get a look at that black sapote. You see how the Pitanga tubas in the protected spots look real green. Look how green they look when they're up by other plants. Real green, real green. It's all about microclimate. Pitanga tuba, look how good that one looks, but it's crowded. Pitanga tuba right next to another, that's a different tree. It's all about that micro, dude. There you go. That's the black sapote. It's fine though, look, there's new growth right there, tender growth. It's still fine. It's just a little leaf damage. If you got tender growth, that's still fine. Look, tender growth, it'll be all right. It just doesn't look good. It'll come back. You gotta know how to tell. Look at this tree, must be protected because it's still, oh yeah, I see a little bit of black leaf, but then look, some is good still. Isn't that weird? How does it figure that out? Is that it, Gaul? Wait, it's Friday. You ain't got nothing to do. You better go out there and get a job on some farm somewhere. Start your own farm up, all right? Write me a postcard, man. Woman. Yeah, we got a freeze out here. Y'all have a really good weekend. We had a freeze out here. I showed you what happens when there's a freeze and you have tropical fruit trees, subtropical fruit trees. You saw the red Jabuticaba grove got torched by the cold, but it was a good torching. Now, if that had been a 25-degree freeze, maybe there would have been some twig damage, but there ain't gonna be no twig damage. Now, all those leaves will shed off. I'll fertilize the trees a little more, and the branches will get real good light exposure and maybe get a really good fruiting sometime in April. So we're gonna play it like that. Hopefully these pigeon peas just, oh, this is the other thing I want to show you too. Look, I didn't cover this. I forgot to cover the lemon drop mangosteen. So look at the damage on that. Just a little bit of leaf burn, nothing crazy. I don't see a lot of twig dieback. I still see some fruit that hung on. So this is a big tree, and it really only did get to 29 degrees. But now, if it does drop again really cold, I'm gonna cover it. I'm not gonna let it get hit again like that, just once. I just wanted to let it get one time. But this side of the tree is gonna lose some leaves, and you can see the damage from the, you know, the outer branches. You might get some twig dieback, blah, bitty, blah, blah, blah. Not gonna hurt nothing. Yeah, these will come off. And then this little guy really got hammered earlier in the year. I guess this one's a little more sensitive. You see a lot more leaf drop, but the tree is still fine. A lot of leaf drop on this one. Even some twig dieback, like right here. But that's going to be fine too. I've seen them do that. It's just getting situated. It'll be good. Don't panic about it. Pigeon peas looking sad. But they're going to make it, I think, don't you? Maybe not. I think they will. Yeah, they'll make it. These flowers look good to me. They're still trying to function. You're welcome, Jake. You guys have a killer weekend. We got cold out here. It could even get colder, they're saying, so we're ready. We're ready. Here's a little grafted Pitanga tuba. Looks like it got pretty cold. So now these are all by themselves, and they don't like that, but it'll probably live. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Same one, grafted Pitanga tuba. Nice and crispy, but it's fine. It'll be fine. All right, man. Enjoy the weekend. Let's look over at this last tree. This is a Kwai muck. Look how much better this Kwai muck did, probably because of microclimate. But see, that one didn't lose all its leaves yet. That's the other one I showed you turned red and lost a bunch of the leaves. That Kwai muck did good. And then, oh, you go to the other side of the house in the microclimates, everything does perfect over here. Like, you know, the Jabuticabas don't even really have red on the leaf over here. This carambola looks decent for 29 degrees, I'd say. Oh, and I got a yellow Jabuticaba over here. Look at microclimate, the difference. Look at Pitanga tubas, no leaf burn at all. Covered, but they're surrounded by other, all surrounded. Red, yellow Jabuticaba, looking perfect with even fruit set on it and still growing. Some fruit set there, kind of hard to see, but it's all about that microclimate. Crowding, you can crowd stuff, so I crowded it. Little Jabuticaba, perfect because it's crowded, microclimate style. It's a grafted Eugenia calycina on Cherry of the Rio Grande, and then, but that I just wanted to show you that tree. It's tolerant of the cold, but I just wanted to show it to you. The grafted grows a lot faster than a seedling, because these seedlings were planted at the same time. Well, maybe not. Then that's a seedling too, and it grows at about the same rate. I take that back. Yeah, they're about the same rate. This is a good seedling here. This one tastes really good. Calycina. Getting to be up to 15 feet now. Anyway, there's the other one there. Kiambuka looking good. All right. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Check eBay too. Don't forget to get up on that eBay. Type in grafted Garcinia and then look for the Luke's Garcinia grafted. And I should have that. I don't know who laid this egg. I think it's still good. We're gonna go ahead and try to get these eggs out. I hope they're good. This one looks good, but I don't know. Float test, right? Is that what they say to do? Float test. All right, y'all. Have a good weekend. Thank you for watching.